All right, how's it? My name is Bez. I'm the creative director of ShadeoGrey. Pretty much behind a lot of the stuff associated with ShadeoGrey. So if you want to know more about me, basically, and what we do behind the scenes, catch my episode on A Style Affair. Cheers. I'm a simple person, really. I've always been creative, doing a lot of things, but in a nutshell, I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm into a lot of stuff like design-wise, not necessarily clothes, but I'm a graphic illustrator. So graphics, computers, everything comes together. It made basically a brand such as ShadeoGrey. To be honest with you, ShadeoGrey is just a name. I think it's a name that came from a concept that, life is not always black and white, but there's a million shades of gray in between. That's basically where it came from, that idea that there's so many versions of the world that you can look at. So we just came up, took the name, play around it. It used to be like shades of gray, and then it basically evolved to one word. Yeah, so it's 3 syllables, but it's one word, it's one name. It was an idea that was brewing for a long time, and I did some stuff for a few brands. I don't think they're still existing right now, but yeah, I used to do graphic works for them. I actually used to design for Christian clothing brands. So there were limitations, and I felt that it was restricting in a lot of, like in a way in which I did certain things. So I wanted just to be expressive, just to express myself, because I believe that fashion is about expressing yourself. That was my first taste of having a brand, selling to people, but it wasn't me doing it, it was other people doing it. So I just decided to come up with something, and then I came together with like-minded people, and that's how we came up with ShadeoGrey. Zim has got a lot of potential. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of genres. Because ShadeoGrey does streetwear, right? I think it's important for us to really, So there's a lot of genres out there, which I respect, and I do a lot of research. I learn from these guys, and a lot of them I see a designer is an artist, I think, first and foremost. And to actually see the art on the runway, or you see it on their Instagram pages, and you see people actually wearing them, for me, that's a great thing. That's a great way of expressing yourself. And with Zim fashion, I feel there's a lot of artists out there, but I also believe that there's a lot of people that they're still yet to find themselves. They're still feeling the way they're putting fillers out. They'll put a line out, but you don't understand what exactly they're trying to achieve. In simple terms, being an entrepreneur, I wanted to have a successful business, and to mix the whole passion of fashion, design, graphics. Graphics is my thing. So I wanted to share that and also make money out of it. Fashion is a business, right? And for me, I'm running ShadeoGrey as a business. Yes, fine, I'm a graphic designer. Yes, fine, I'm an artist. Yes, fine, I'm creative. I'm trying to put out, art in the form of clothing. But at the same time, you have to look at the business aspect of things. And Zim right now, I think it's starting to pick up where a lot of people are seeing fashion also as a business that people can actually live off. You know what I mean? You know what? You have to be passionate, yes. But I think just to elaborate why I'm saying it has to be a business is that a lot of people, I feel like they're doing like it's a hobby. You know what I mean? You're not fully committed into it. So if you're not fully committed into something, you're not really 100%, or I wouldn't classify you as passionate. I love quality things. And I think I'm yet to find someone in this whole entire world who doesn't like quality things. So we just wanted to make ready to wear stuff, things like your hoodies, your t-shirts, even, your shorts, even your caps, but to actually showcase it in a more high quality way, you know, not your conventional thing. Because I'm sure there's people that buy things that they buy things because they are functional, like you're buying a cap because you're under the sun. But a lot of the times people want to look good, they want to feel good, right? And they need to add value. You know what I mean? Yeah, we do ready to wear, but not just the conventional ones, not just because I'll be honest, our stuff is not cheap. Yeah, we've had quite a bit, quite a number of collections, but the very first one was actually a collaboration between ShadeoGrey and Stars 29. Stars is basically where we sell our stuff. So it was sort of like a collaboration, which happened by accident. Why it was so iconic for us is that people really loved that. I mean, even the number 29 became a thing associated with the brand to a point whereby even if someone else were to just print 29 on a t-shirt during that period, people would be like, hey, listen, you're trying to copy, you know what I mean? And for me, I just loved the love that we got from people. I can't explain the love or the feeling you get when you see people buying this thing, yeah, and wearing it, and they're owning it, and they are mixing it up into their style, into the wardrobe. For me, that was like the first, and from there, I think that was the beginning of a lot of things. It's the thinking that just by buying blanks and printing something, all of a sudden, I have a brand, and expect people to actually buy it. It's a bit of an insult to the people that have been actually putting a lot of work. Okay, what is a brand now? You need to start selling a lifestyle. You need to have a community that actually supports the brand. So what is the message behind your brand, And I feel that a lot of brands in Zim, they don't have a message. They are just a brand. Someone woke up one day because they saw that the next guy has got a brand, and they thought, you know what, let me do that. Or they felt that, you know what, I can actually make money out of this, and they're just doing it. People now need to identify with something. Whether you're into vintage, whether you're into streetwear, but don't just do something just because you're too big. There also are some brands that are big on social media. I don't know if you've ever heard of the term which like you brand your Twitter or something like that. On the streets, no one even wears that brand. What we're actually doing now is we've actually done quite a lot of evolving. So even in terms of the style, even in terms of what we want to put out, because we don't want to focus only on clothing anymore. We are also going to be doing something more like a lifestyle brand. So you'd find that we are going to have a little sub brand that we're going to be pushing, still under ShadeoGrey. We're going to be doing a lot more pop-up shops. We're going to be working with a few other brands, with the view of maybe at some point opening up our own like official clothing store that's streetwear oriented. Shout out to the friend of ours, Stars, where we sell our stuff. That's been our home for the past, since the beginning. So what we've been looking at is just to try and build an experience, a shopping experience. From the moment you walk in to the moment we interact with you to the moment you leave the store. We want to have that kind of control to influence the whole thing. And also we're pushing our online store. I mean, we have been using it for a long time, but I think we want to push it a little bit more. We are also moving into South Africa, where we're doing a lot of stuff there behind the scenes. So yeah, you should see quite a lot of things happening there soon. We should be able to sell our stuff there as well. So that's just one of the many things that are going to be happening. Yeah.